Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and I'm YASHASWINI. So here is the second video in the series of managing 20s, and before we get into video and all, one thing that I noticed the other day is that I was just going through the channel analytics and I noticed that 70% of the viewers do not subscribe, so please do consider doing that. It would really mean a lot for me. So today's video is about learning, growing and evolving. And you might have the first question, why are we discussing this in this series which is about managing our 20s? Well, let me just explain you with an example. For instance, imagine that now you have chosen your professional course and you have joined a college. Let's imagine a medical college. And now you think that the only thing that you need to do right now is to study MBBS, that is medical sciences, and your life is set. And you're not developing any hobby or not developing any skill, then believe me, you're going to make the biggest mistake of your life, because you're going to spend the rest of your life as a stagnant water, like there is no growth. But anyway, studying MBBS itself is a bigger task on hand, but you have to develop some hobby, you have to develop some skill to make your life even more interesting and not boring at all. So in order to bring in some excitement and that feeling of doing something more extra than what you are usually expected of is learning, growing and evolving, and it's very essential to develop these skills in your early 20s. So today we live in this fast growing world where everything is fast moving, fast growing, and only those people who are capable of multitasking, who want to do something more in their life and who are ready to wake up every single day and learn something new are able to bring a huge impact on the society and make something huge for themselves. We must always focus on adding as many skills as possible in our bandwidth in any field that you're interested in. And I know it sounds way too crazy and it is quite uncomfortable for us stepping out for our comfort zone, and sitting down to learn something new always comes with the fear of failure. Those constant thoughts of what if I'm not meant to do this? What if this is not my cup of tea? Or what if I'm going to regret this for my life? Or what if the thought of why am I even doing this? I can learn one skill and spend the rest of my life by just doing the same thing again and again and make a super easy career out of it, right? But only those people who are able to able to mute all these voices and who are able to overcome all these voices within themselves and who can shut the mouth of the society who is making fun of them for doing something new. They are trying something, they are failing, people are going to laugh at you. That too is constant, you can't change that, okay? It's just what changes that we can bring to ourselves, and who can shut these noises within themselves can only do big for themselves and can bring a huge impact for everybody around them as well. And I'm not asking you to go and learn coding, even though you can if you really want to. I'm just asking you to make some minor changes in your lifestyle. For example, listening to a podcast or developing the habit of reading books or watching some really informative shows. They all make a huge difference, believe me. And podcasts though, I listen to many podcasts, to be honest, and today we have so much content available online. When it comes to podcast, for example, we have podcasts about every individual concept. Like if you want to learn about mental health, there's a podcast. If you want to learn about business, there's a podcast. If you want to learn about a mythological character, there's a podcast. If you love listening to horror stories, there's a podcast again. So there is so much content available online and there are so many podcasts available. You can make the best use of these things. And developing the habit of reading, I believe these few changes, or the minute changes that we make in our lifestyle are the best way to evolve, learn and grow. It's not like you have to spend 2 hours, sit and read a book. No, just 10-15 minutes of reading 4-5 pages daily can soothe your day, is what I feel. And especially the 20s, when we are so overwhelmed with all the stress that we go through, these habits also act as stress busters. Like imagine you're learning something new, but at the same time you're enjoying the whole process of it. So that these are really good habits to develop, and you're constantly learning, constantly growing, and constantly evolving, and it's for a better good, believe me. And when you're stagnant, no, you really feel stuck. Once you have developed this habit, and if you stop somewhere in the middle, then you're definitely going to notice something has changed, and that is not a good change. I'll give you my own example, okay? So I am so much into making content. I love scripting my videos, I love making these videos, I love editing them, and I also have the habit of reading books. I listen to many podcasts, and I was doing all these things. And last year I stopped all these things because I was going through some rough patch and some weird phase of my life, and I felt so stuck in my life. I felt like I'm not growing, I'm not going anywhere in my life. I used to just go to college and come back, nothing, that's it. And I used to study, that's it. That phase, I believe, was very bad for me. I felt like really, I felt that hollow within me. So when I started doing these things again, when I restarted doing, then I realized that all these minute changes in my lifestyle that I had made had actually become a part of my day, and they did make a huge impact in making the person that I am. So they did play a huge role in my personality, and once I stopped it, I felt like I'm not enjoying my life to the fullest. Even though it takes some extra effort, even though it takes some extra time, when I restarted doing these things again, I felt happy from within, and I really started enjoying my life, and I didn't feel like stagnant water. I felt like I'm a flowing river. I'm like a flowing water, and believe me, once you adapt these few changes now in your life, you're going to enjoy your life. You're going to love it. And also, investing your time with some really good shows is amazing way of growing and learning something new. As I said earlier, there is so much content available, and everything is on our fingertips. We can do whatever we want in within few seconds. And for me, that show from which I learn a lot is Shark Tank. So I am studying MBBS, and I'm nowhere related to business at all, but I still love watching that show. My mom always keeps asking me, why do you watch this show? Because it is nowhere related to what you will be doing in your future. Why? Because each episode I learn so many new terms, I learn so many different terminologies, and I see young people who have the courage to come on national television, 18-year-old, 19-year-old people to have the courage to come on national television and pitch their ideas. That really takes a lot of strength and a lot of gut and a lot of courage. And also, people are building humongous businesses from scratch. So that show is a source of inspiration for me, and I really feel it is quite entertaining as well. So watching shows like that which you enjoy, at the same time you're learning something new. I'm not telling 24/7 watch something like that. I know we all need a lot of entertainment in your life, and I watch movies, web series and all of those things, but I also love watching this as well. So it's like me investing my time watching something from which I'm going to learn as well. So yeah, so invest in your time by learning new things. For few people it might be even cooking as well. That's an amazing skill if you're interested in. And also watching some good shows, good movies, this all can make a lot of difference in our life. And today we live in the era of internet. Everything is on our fingertips. With the action period of less than few seconds, we can get whatever we want. So why not make the best of these amazing inventions of our centuries and build an amazing personalities and be a better version of ourselves. And the other day I was just scrolling through the Instagram, and I saw this quote which really catched my attention, which said that one day all your knowledge, all your skills and all your education is not going to wake up and say that I'm walking out of your life. It really hit me hard, because today we live in this world where everything is constantly changing. Our relationships are changing. People just walk into our life and they just go away as well. So the only thing that I'm going to say, stay constant. Like our assets are the knowledge that we gain. They are the skills that we develop over the years. So that is the importance of growth, and that is the importance of learning in this life. And that's all that I really wanted to say in this video. And also people that we look up to, they always say that stay humble and have the hunger to learn something new. So you can listen to them at least. And yeah, so that's all I really wanted to say in this video, and I'm extremely happy if you have stayed this long in this video. And again, a gentle reminder to subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you all on my next video. Until next time, bye bye.